a little cloudy. You seem to be kind of overwhelmed. Is that true? Okay, that's what I was getting. Yeah, it's okay. Well, if you don't mind, and if it's not too much of a distraction for you in class, I would love to read your tarot cards. I think it would really help, and we'd be able to maybe pinpoint why you're feeling overwhelmed. How does that sound? Does that sound okay? It does? Okay. And so, just to be clear, I have your permission to read your cards. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I absolutely love reading tarot cards, but I don't get to read for a lot of other people, just myself. I was just reviewing some of my personal tarot journal entries, and I came across the overwhelm, why am I feeling overwhelmed spread that I did not too long ago, and I think it would be perfect for you. So, just a second. I have a few crystals that I think will really help us hone your energy for this reading, and I also have some patchouli oil that I think will help clear your headspace so that we can get a clearer reading. Are you allergic to patchouli oil or sensitive to any strong scents? No? Okay, perfect. Okay, so this right here is my favorite patchouli oil. It smells so earthy and it's very grounding, but patchouli is in the mint family, so it has a very faint minty smell to it amidst the earthy tones that kind of gives you that sense of clarity while also keeping you grounded. So go ahead and smell that. Yeah, it smells good. Okay, so I'm just going to waft this around you. Okay. And then, do I have permission to place a little bit on the sides of your neck? Okay, thank you. So, okay, and just breathe in deeply, and exhale. Good. There we go. Very good. Okay, wonderful. Now, I'm going to place this clear quartz point next to you, okay? And that's going to further induce clarity for the reading. And then I'm going to place this black moonstone universe and help us give you an accurate reading, okay? Alright. I just need to find my tarot cards. One moment. chance now is to gather the inner strength to face whatever presents itself. Hold a vision of invincibility and stability against any threat. Your position is secure and only your own self-doubt can shake it. Have the courage to open your eyes and gaze directly at your next challenge. And our key ideas are preparedness for the future, a position of strength, balancing inner and outer defenses. So, perhaps you think you need to be preparing for something. Maybe it's something as small as a test for this class, perhaps, or maybe something else that's going on in your life. But you feel like you need to be prepared, but perhaps you feel like you're falling short of that. Do you feel that you are not in a position of strength or preparedness for what is to come? Are you worrying about things that you don't even know are actually going to happen, and you feel like you're not prepared for what the future may bring? So that is card 1. Card number 2. The actual reason that you are overwhelmed. We have Judgment from the Major Arcana. Judgment. Let's see what the booklet has to tell us about that. Judgment. The angel of judgment appears in all his towering majesty and cannot be avoided. The mortal souls who behold him are faced with the knowledge of their life's deeds and how those deeds will affect the life to come. This is a time of rebirth, the last judgment, for the slate is wiped clean from this point on. Those who have the strength to stand up to the assessment of their character will move forward. Those who live in denial are doomed to repeat the old life lessons again and again. When is it time to attend to the call of your deepest vocation? Whatever has been standing in your way will be brought to the forefront. Heed the angel's pronouncements with courage and humility. And our keywords for judgment are self-assessment, confession and forgiveness, release from guilt, and rebirth. So perhaps you are actually worrying about things that may come in the future that you don't know will come because you are feeling guilt over something. Perhaps there is something that you feel that you have done wrong, maybe towards another or perhaps towards yourself. What is this thing that you think is holding you back and causing this fear and this need to feel guilt? What guilt do you need to be released from? Okay. And our third card for the truth that you need to hear. The Emperor. We have the Emperor for your third card. Let's see what we have here, okay? The Emperor is the embodiment of civilization and its dominion over nature. The orb in his left hand represents that dominion. It is the Orbis Terrarium, the world of Earth, which is his to command. With such power comes great responsibility, and the Emperor takes his role as not shirk his sacred duty, which is to protect his people and provide a solid foundation for the future. The scepter in his right hand is his symbol of authority. He who holds the scepter is recognized as rightful leader who is deserving of respect. The emperor rules his empire with strength and determination, as symbolized by the ram's head on his throne. Once he is set on a plan of action, he will see that it is done. Like the mountains in the distance, he will not be moved. And our keywords here are leadership, fatherly protection, power, authority, man-made civilizations. Now, perhaps there are responsibilities that you are shirking that need your attention. Maybe you are feeling this guilt that is causing your overwhelm because you are neglecting doing the things that you need to do. You need to take on and embody the character of the emperor, and perhaps you need to execute your plan, see it through, and accomplish the things that you need to get done. Okay. So, let me really quick write these down for you. So, we have the second one, we have judgment. Right, okay. And then for the third card, we have Ivy, the Emperor. Okay. Now, I've written this down for you. Okay, there you go. And I hope that this reading could bring a little bit more clarity to your situation. So, these are your cards. The Nine of Staves, or the Nine of Wands. Judgment, and the Emperor. Now, I suggest that when you get home, or perhaps in another class, if you have some downtime, you can sit and reflect on these cards and their meanings and see how they apply to you. I may have given you suggestions that may or may not be accurate to your life, but only you know what is truly going on in your life and in your mind and in your heart, okay? Now, really quick, before we have to go, because I think we have a couple minutes left before the bell rings, I'm just going to take away some of that negative energy that is clouding your aura, okay? I know you're feeling overwhelmed, but you will get through this, okay? You will get through this. And then you will come out better for it on the other side.